Hello everyone, this is Dr. Rajiv Gupta. Institute name is SMT MD Patel Institute of Physical Science and Research, Anand. The course name is MSc Organic Chemistry. Semester is the first semester. The subject is Organic Chemistry first. Subject code is PS01 CCHE22. The unit is stereochemistry, which is first unit, and today I am going to start lecture on concept of chirality and chirality and symmetry. So what is chirality? There are some structural features in molecules which may induce chirality in that molecules. These structural features could be chiral center, chiral axis or axis of chirality, chiral plane, plane of chirality or helicity. These four things, these four structural features which present in a molecule, either one of them present in a molecule, gives chirality property to that molecule, gives chirality property to that molecule. Chiral center, chiral axis, chiral plane and helicity. So first we can write a definition of chirality of a molecule based on these structural features. If a molecule contains a chiral center or a chiral axis or a chiral plane or helical nature, then the molecule will be chiral, and this property of the molecule is called chirality. Either one of these properties, any one of these property if present in a molecule, then that molecule will be chiral. Generally we say what is chiral or chiral environment, that if we put these type of molecules in a plane polarized light, in the path of plane polarized light, then these molecules rotate, the angle of rotation, change angle of rotation of this plane polarized light, which is the optical activity of that molecules, optical activity of that molecules which are chiral. Some examples of these compounds as shown here. First we see the example of chiral center. Here the example of lactic acid. This structure is of lactic acid. If we observe this structure, this is a wedge dash representation of the lactic acid. Here this carbon atom is different from other these carbon atoms. Generally we see chiral center as a chiral carbon in organic chemistry specifically. This carbon is attached to carboxylic group, methyl group, hydroxyl group and hydrogen atom. So this carbon atom which is sp3 hybridized or which is sp3 carbon, which has tetrahedral arrangement or tetrahedral carbon, it is attached from four different groups, So this carbon is a chiral center here. Okay. So this is chiral center here. This carbon atom of carboxylic acid and this carbon atom of methyl is not chiral. So we can say what is chiral carbon? A tetrahedral carbon in a organic compound or inorganic compound which is attached for different ligands or for different functional groups is called chiral center. Now we can observe here, if we interchange of two groups, hydroxyl group and hydrogen, if we interchange, this hydroxyl group is come on the on wedge position and this hydrogen atom goes to over wedge position. So we observe that these both molecules are different, means we get a new stereoisomer, which we say this is enantiomer. These both molecules are not superimposable mirror images. Both molecules of lactic acid, both are mirror images of each other which are not superimposable, so both are enantiomers. So as we change any two groups, interchange any two groups on chiral center, then we get a new stereoisomer. So we can say that this carbon atom is chiral center or chirogenic center. Okay, that generates a new stereo, so it is also called stereogenic. Now next we see the example of chiral axis or axis of chirality. Chiral axis containing compounds are substituted allenes. Generally we say commonly these allenes as cumulines, where we get or we see double bonds continuously: spiranes, hemispiranes, biphenyl derivatives, bipyrones, binaphthols, etc. So these all compounds, all type of compounds have chiral axis. Basis on carbon skeleton we can observe these compounds. So in this next slide we see these all compounds have chiral axis. Chiral axis where if we substitute the hydrogen atoms on this position and on this position, or on this position or on this position, and if we replace these two hydrogen atoms from any two groups, other groups, so we get that this axis become chiral. Which axis is called chiral? This carbon double bond carbon double bond carbon, this axis become chiral. At present if we observe these molecules are not chiral. Particularly these are basic skeletons of chiral axis molecules, having chiral axis molecules, these are basic skeletons. So if these all basic skeletons are substituted or have substitution on specific positions, then these become chiral due to generation of chiral axis. So this is here chiral axis. Here we observe these spiranes, spiro compounds, where cyclic chains or cyclic rings attached to each other by a single carbon atom. So these spirane structures also have chiral axis, this chiral axis. If here any substitution is present on both rings, here a substitution, here also substitution, then this molecule become chiral due to presence of chiral axis, not chiral center. Okay, chiral axis. These hemispirans means half part is a cyclic system and half part is chain system or linear system. The double bond directly attached to this cyclic system gives a basic skeleton of hemispiran, which also shows a chiral axis when a substitution is present on this carbon atom and here this carbon atom or here. If substitution is present on this carbon atom, then this axis will not be chiral. Actually, these all things we will see in symmetric criteria of the chirality. So this is chiral axis, this also chiral axis. Here biphenyls, two phenyl rings are attached directly by a pivotal bond, carbon, single bond, carbon. This is pivotal bond where both phenyl rings are directly attached. So these biphenyls also become chiral when at this second position or ortho position we get substitution. If all the positions are occupied by hydrogen atom, then this molecule will not be chiral, or it will not be a chiral axis. Here any substitution should be present, here over here or here over here, here or here. Any substitution by any other functional group is necessary. This binephthol, this is naphthol and two naphthols are attached by these positions. To see here binephthals, these binephthols where this second number position hydroxyl group, here second number position hydroxyl group, this is 2 hydroxyl, 2 dash hydroxy. So this molecule itself is chiral, and this axis we can imagine a axis, this axis will be a chiral axis. Actually this molecule is not a planar molecule. Here we can imagine this molecule like this first benzene ring, second benzene ring and this hydroxyl group is in a plane. These all molecules are non-planar. Actually this is in plane of the paper or plane of the screen, and this portion is not in plane of the paper or plane of the screen. This is actually perpendicular to this plane or plane of the screen. Means this is in plane and this is out of plane, this portion. Again, if we observe this molecule, this phenyl ring is in plane of the screen or plane of the paper, but this phenyl ring is not in plane, which is out of plane. Means this portion is perpendicular to plane of paper, which is shown as a wedge, and this portion which is dash is inside the screen or inside the paper. Means this portion is perpendicular to this plane of the paper. So these all compounds are the examples of chiral axis which have chiral axis. Now we see examples of chiral plane. Chiral plane present in ANSA compounds, paracyclophanes, transcycloactine. These three are best examples of chiral plane. ANSA compounds, paracyclophanes and transcyclooctane. Here these skeletons are shown which are ANSA compounds. Here we can observe this first structure where this phenyl ring is attached to these both oxygen atoms, and these oxygen atoms are connected by a polymethylene chain. Polymethylene, CH2N, polymethylene chain. Okay, so this structure is just like a bucket like structure, and this molecule is achiral. Why this is achiral, which we see in symmetric criteria? Because it contains a plane of symmetry, so this molecule is achiral. But in this carbon skeleton, if we attach a functional group by replacing this hydrogen atom, here a hydrogen atom is present. If we remove this hydrogen atom by bromine atom, then this plane, which plane? This benzene ring and this attached oxygen atom, which are in single plane, this plane becomes chiral, or we can say this plane of symmetry is lost in this molecule. We can observe that if we pass a plane from this direction, then here bromine present, but here hydrogen present, though both part are not mirror image of each other. So this molecule become chiral due to absence of plane of symmetry. Okay, so this is the example of ANSA compounds. And last one, as we seen helical compounds or helicity, just spring like nature or helical compounds are chiral compounds due to absence of any symmetry elements except identity element. No symmetry element present in that molecule, so these helical compounds are chiral due to absence of any symmetry element except identity. We can choose any example like benzene ring attached in that manner that they form a circular structure. A circular structure when one portion is towards viewer and the moving the last portion is, as we move this direction, we see the benzene ring away from the viewer, so we get a spiral nature, a spring like nature of that molecule. Examples we can observe that pentacene, okay, anthracene, derivative of anthracene. These are the examples of helicity. The presence of helicity, these molecules become chiral. So these all four types of properties if present in a molecule, or any one of these property present in a molecule, so we can say that molecule is chiral. Now we come on to a main criteria of chirality, which is symmetry. This is more absolute way to represent chirality in a molecule. Very absolute way. We don't need any chiral center or chiral axis or chiral plane. Just we observe symmetry in a molecule, and we can say that this molecule chiral or not chiral. That depend on symmetry elements. As we see that there are total 5 symmetry elements in group theory. These symmetry elements are identity element E, axis of symmetry element Cn, plane of symmetry element sigma, center of symmetry element I, and improper axis of symmetry element, which is Sn. In these symmetry elements, on primary basis we observe plane of symmetry element in a molecule. If these symmetry elements present in a molecule, then that molecule becomes achiral. Achiral means not chiral, achiral. But if these symmetry elements are not present in a molecule, then that molecule becomes chiral. So chirality and symmetry both are opposite to each other. If symmetry present, then chirality not present. If symmetry not present, then chirality present in a molecule. So all the asymmetric molecules are optically active, but its reverse is not true. That means all optically active molecules are not asymmetric, these may be dissymmetric. So here new terms are have come, that asymmetric and dissymmetric. These asymmetric and dissymmetric terms are directly based on symmetry criteria. Both type of molecules, means asymmetric molecules and dissymmetric molecules, are chiral in nature, but some different symmetry element presence, we observe this classification of the molecules asymmetric and dissymmetric, but both type of molecules are chiral in nature. So what is asymmetric and dissymmetric? We see dissymmetric molecules do not have plane of symmetry or center of symmetry, but they contain C2 axis of symmetry. First we see what was the symmetry elements: E element, Cn element, sigma element, I element or Sn element. Okay, Sn element. E element present in all type of molecules. E element, that is identity element, present in all molecules. It is conventionally given that all molecules contain E element. We only check plane of symmetry element, center of symmetry element or Sn symmetry element in a molecule if it is chiral or achiral. Broadly we can say that if a molecule contains plane of symmetry or center of symmetry or both, then that molecule will be achiral always. Or we can say if a molecule does not contain plane of symmetry and center of symmetry, then that molecule will be chiral always. Means definition, as I described earlier, definition is same type, means both are opposite things. These both are opposite. If symmetry present, then chirality. But which symmetry we see in molecules, that is priority basis, that is plane of symmetry, and then we see center of symmetry. Generally all the molecules can be observed as chiral or achiral. We just need to check plane of symmetry. First we have to check plane of symmetry, because most of the molecules can be classified into symmetric or asymmetric based on plane of symmetry. After that we can observe center of symmetry or improper axis of symmetry. So based on symmetry criteria we can classify molecules into three parts depending on chirality, which is asymmetric, dissymmetric and symmetric. First we see asymmetric. Molecules which possess no element of symmetry except identity. A molecule which possesses identity element, as I said earlier, identity element present in all molecules in chemistry. Except identity, no other element present in a molecule, then that molecule will be asymmetric, will be called asymmetric, and it is chiral. Dissymmetric molecules which does not contain plane of symmetry, which does not contain center of symmetry, or which does not contain improper axis of symmetry. Improper axis of symmetry, SN symmetry. But these molecule necessarily contains CN axis of symmetry or CN proper axis of symmetry, specifically C2 axis of symmetry. C2 axis of symmetry, where we rotate a molecule by 180-degree angle through a axis, around a axis, and we get equivalent configuration of that molecule. So that axis of symmetry is called C2 axis of symmetry element. So this C2 element will present in that molecule. So these molecules goes into dissymmetric portion. Dissymmetric. These dissymmetric molecules are also chiral in nature. These are also chiral. Asymmetric are chiral. Dissymmetric are also chiral. So presence and absence of CN axis does not affect the chirality of a molecule. Now last one is symmetric molecules. In these molecules, plane of symmetry, center of symmetry, or both exist. Means plane of symmetry, center of symmetry, and this SN symmetry. These all symmetries, or either one symmetry of these elements present in that molecules which are called symmetric. Means we say symmetric molecules may contain plane of symmetry or center of symmetry or both. So this is simple symmetric criteria of molecules. Optically active compounds, here we observe optically active, but its reverse is not true. Means not all optically active molecules are not asymmetric, these may be dissymmetric. Optically active compounds never possesses plane of symmetry or center of symmetry, but it may have C2 axis of symmetry, which are called dissymmetric molecules. These are the examples of dissymmetric molecule. First we see example of asymmetric molecule. This lactic acid, which has one chiral center, it has only identity element E, symmetry element E, and no other element is present in this molecule. So this molecule is asymmetric and chiral. Asymmetric and chiral. Now we see the examples of dissymmetric. See the structure of Fischer projection of tartaric acid. Fischer projection of tartaric acid. Here we observe that this carbon atom is chiral. This carbon atom is chiral. What was chiral carbon atom? Where all the four substituents or the four groups are different. Here carboxylic group, here hydroxyl group, here hydrogen atom, and here CHOH COH group. This full portion is considered as a single group for this chiral carbon, for this carbon atom. So this is chiral, this is chiral carbon. So this molecule contains two chiral centers. Okay, both are sp3 hybridized. This carbon is sp3 carbon, tetrahedral carbon. This carbon also tetrahedral carbon, chiral carbon. So this molecule contains two chiral carbons. But if we check chirality of this molecule, so we check or we see plane of symmetry, center of symmetry elements in this molecule. If we observe plane of symmetry not exist, if we apply a plane here, suppose a plane we apply like this plane, here OH group and here hydrogen, both are different, so this half portion is not mirror image of this half portion. This is plane of symmetry. What is plane of symmetry? Definition, if we say definition, what is plane of symmetry? It is an imaginary plane which passes through center of a molecule and it divides a molecule into two half parts where both half parts are mirror images of each other. So that plane is called plane of symmetry. But this plane of symmetry element is not present in this molecule. Actually, this is threoform of tartaric acid, where these both OH groups are present opposite side. So this is threotartaric acid. So here plane of symmetry not exist. We can apply a plane from any side. Here this plane not present. If you observe, this plane is not present. Here hydrogen, here OH. This plane is also not present. So plane of symmetry not exist. Also center of symmetry element is not present in this molecule, but a C2 axis of symmetry element present in this molecule. This carbon single bond carbon, जो both carbon atoms center portion, this carbon single bond carbon atom axis goes through this center point, which is perpendicular to this plane of the paper or plane of the screen. So this axis is C2 axis. If we rotate this molecule by 180 degree, C2 axis means rotation by 180 degree, 180 degree. If we rotate this molecule by 180 degree, then this COH goes to here, this carboxylic goes to here, this OH goes to over here on OH group, and this OH goes to over here, this hydrogen goes to here, and this hydrogen atom goes to here. So we observe that the molecules is equivalent in appearance as first one, or we observe that molecule is exactly same as the first one, which is equivalent to the first. So this axis of symmetry is C2 axis. So this molecule is dissymmetric. Okay, this molecule is dissymmetric and chiral, optically active. Chiral and optically active. Optically active means which rotates plane polarized light in clockwise manner or anti-clockwise manner. Okay, so this is chiral molecule, but it is dissymmetric due to presence of C2 axis of symmetry. Now we observe this molecule. This is example of a cumulene. It is derivative of allene. Carbon double bond carbon double bond carbon. Here these both groups are same. Here both groups are same. Now we observe in this molecule plane of symmetry not exist. We can apply, if we apply plane from this direction in this direction, now here methyl group, here hydrogen group. So this plane of symmetry is not present. If we apply here a plane of symmetry, then this portion is in plane of the paper or plane of the screen, and here this hydrogen atom which is on wedge, it is towards viewer, and this methyl group away from viewer. So if we apply this plane, so this wedge hydrogen atom will not make mirror image with this hydrogen atom because it is in plane. So this plane of symmetry is also not present. So plane of symmetry not exist. Here center of symmetry also not exist. Center of symmetry means if we observe just opposite side, carbon atom, this hydrogen atom, but if we observe just its opposite side, here nothing is present in plane, because these both portion are present in, both groups are present on wedge dash, and these both groups present on plane of paper. So center of symmetry also not exist. Improper axis of symmetry not exist means SN also not exist, but C2 exist. a C2 goes through this center carbon atom, this central carbon atom, like this. If we rotate this molecule by 180 degree, then this methyl group goes to on this methyl, and this goes to over here. This hydrogen goes to here and this goes to here. So C2 axial symmetry element exists in this molecule. So this alene derivative is dissymmetric. Okay, this is dissymmetric and optically active, and it is chiral. We also say this as elongated tetrahedral molecule. Suppose if we remove this portion, carbon double bond, if we remove this portion from this molecule and directly attach these both groups on this carbon atom, then we get exactly same this type of structure, which is tetrahedral. So here a portion which is chiral axis, here a portion included between this is chiral axis, so it is also called elongated tetrahedral. So this molecule is chiral due to absence of plane of symmetry and center of symmetry or improper axis of symmetry. This molecule is also chiral due to absence of plane of symmetry, center of symmetry or improper axis of symmetry, but both are dissymmetric. Here we can observe that this molecule contains chiral axis and this molecule contains two chiral centers. So we observe that chiral centers or chiral axis does not show any chirality of molecule. Actually, chirality depends on symmetry criteria. If symmetry exists, then chirality not exist. If symmetry not exist, then chirality exists in a molecule. So we check chirality mainly using two symmetry elements, plane of symmetry and center of symmetry. Now observe these molecules. Dissymmetric molecule and optically active. Both molecules are dissymmetric. Generally, all having chiral axis molecules having chiral axis will be dissymmetric. All chiral axis containing molecules will be dissymmetric due to presence of a C2 element. Okay, so this is a chiral axis. In biphenyls, this is also chiral axis. Okay, observe these functional groups are different: carboxylic nitro. This portion is in plane of paper and this portion is on wedge dash. Here this portion, this nitro containing portion is on wedge, which is perpendicular to plane of the paper or plane of the screen, and this is away from viewer on wedge. Okay, this carboxylic containing portion. So these both molecules are also dissymmetric in nature. Okay. Now we observe some more examples. These spirines to cyclopentane rings are attached through a single carbon atom, and both are substituted on this carbon atom. Here methyl group present, and here hydrogen present. Actually, we observe at this carbon atom, on this carbon atom, methyl group and also a hydrogen present. Methyl group, a hydrogen. Here two hydrogens. This is CH2 group, this is CH2 group. So CH2. Here CH2. On this carbon atom, no hydrogen atoms are attached. So this is also example of chiral axis. Okay, chiral molecule which contains chiral axis. It also contains C2, as I say earlier that all chiral axis containing molecules have C2 axis, so these type of molecules goes into dissymmetry criteria. Okay, so C2 present plane absent, center of symmetry absent, so this is dissymmetric and chiral molecule which is optically active. Now observe this molecule, this is very interesting example. Now this axis is not, actually I told this axis, you just imagine this is imaginary axis, this axis imaginary axis. Here this axis is not chiral, this molecule is not example of chiral axis, this molecule is example of chiral center. Observe, here no substitution is present on this carbon atom, here a methyl group and a hydrogen group. Now if we observe this carbon atom, four attached groups are different. This is methyl group and also present a hydrogen atom. Here this is carbon atom which is directly attached to one carbon atom. If we observe it on this side, here this carbon atom which is directly attached to three carbon atoms, 1, 2 and 3 carbon atoms, means this carbon atom which is tetrahedral carbon has 4 different environment. Okay, 4 attached groups are totally different, methyl, hydrogen, this CH2 group, this CH2 group and this a single carbon. So all the 4 groups are different. So this carbon is chiral carbon. Observe, this carbon here is not chiral. Okay, this carbon is not chiral. Actually this carbon is also chiral, but we can't explain this molecule using chiral center. This chiral, but no plane of symmetry present here, so we can say this is chiral molecule. But here the role of chiral center is main, because presence of this chiral center, this molecule is chiral. No other chiral center present in this molecule. Okay, this axis is not chiral. Now in next lecture, in part 2, we will see other portion of symmetry criteria and some examples also. Thank you so much to listening me. Please subscribe the channel.